Hey, Marco. I've noticed that you've been more quiet ever since you found that note. Is everything alright? Yeah, about that. Should we ask? Don't know if I would necessarily believe him, but... Marco, you were with me the whole time, weren't you? Is that what's been bothering you? Yes, I didn't leave your side for a second. I promise. Alright. I trust you, okay? Do you, really? I was thinking about going down to the basement again. It seems like the first logical place to look for that soul stone in. Would you like to accompany me? A suspicious redhead is trying to drag me into the basement with him. What could possibly go wrong, I wonder? Hey, you did say that... You did say you trusted him. I didn't even promise you any candy yet. How did you see through my evil plans? It's called common sense, Marco. Jokes aside, sure, I don't mind. Let's stick together. And hope we don't get moided. Mr. Apris and I can search over the library if that's alright with everyone. So that leaves Cher and me with... what? The courtyard? I wouldn't go out there even if you paid me for it. That place is creepy and old. And cold, I mean. I guess that means we'll look over the hall and then the bedrooms again. Maybe there's more notes. Who knows? Back to the basement we go. So, a soul stone should probably look like a stone, right? Let's hope it does. You're taller than I am, so would you mind looking over the upper shelves? I'll stick to the tables. Sounds like a plan. I feel you, Marco. Marco? Yeah? There's some kind of stone here, but it doesn't look that unusual. I don't think that's what we're looking for. How do you know? Hey, basement dwellers! Get back up here! I managed to find something! Oh, that was fast. Yeah. Isn't it suspicious that you found something, Shira? Everybody, take a look at this wall. There's actually a hidden passage behind it. A hidden passage? We've never noticed it up till now because it's warded with an illusion spell. Oh. Observe. Observing. Oh! That was the observing. Shira just went through the wall. Shira? How did you find that? There's like little demon rats on the far right corner in the mouse hole over there. Not comfortable with that. You're right. We can just walk through it just like that. There's a short corridor here. There's just one problem with it. It doesn't look like the door will budge. It's pretty solid and has a padlock on it. So we might have a hard time breaking through. Unless our friendly giant Apris can surprise us. Those nicknames of yours are just annoying. Wait, a padlock? Yeah, and I sure as hell didn't see any keys laying around anywhere. Did any of you? I could try opening it. You're a thief? Sweet. Oh? I'll just need some kind of wire. A strong one, preferably. Something like a hairpin would do. Do any of us have a hairpin on them? Damn, I knew I should have left the ribbons at home. Wherever home is, anyway. Anyone carrying sharp, dangerous objects on their person, confess. Yvonne? Oh. Huh? Come on, you need to have something. Why would I? I don't have any hairpins, I think. Lame! Marco! I'm like, Marco probably has it. I bet there are some knives in those pouches of yours. Ah, yes, Shira. 1,000 of them, in fact. All sharp and pointy, ready for backstabbing. Seriously, though, what are you carrying in those? Wouldn't you like to know? Tease? Apris! You're being annoying, just shut up. Aha! You're hiding something, admit it! Move aside. I have muscles. Yep, muscles. It's no use. Damn! I suppose it's time to split up and look for a wire instead of a stone. Wait. My claw ring is made out of some kind of metal and it's pretty pointy at the end. Would it work? It might be too thick regardless, but I could give it a try. It's not like I'll care if you break it. Let me just... I'm like, okay, is this when we finally figure out that that isn't a ring? It's actually part of our hand? Huh. What's wrong? I can't seem to get it off. Really? Is it stuck? That's part of you! You're part dragon! Girl! I called it! Miss Mariko, would you mind if I took a look at it? Be my guest? Come on, confirm my theory. I'm not sure why, but it seems to be infused with some kind of spell. I can feel an odd aura emanating from it. You're able to tell such a thing? That means you're not... Perhaps I'm simply more sensitive to such things? When I close my eyes and concentrate... What's wrong? It's nothing. I thought I felt something, but it's gone now. What are you blabbering about, child? I'm like, Udic, can you go catch those demon rats? Oh no, the cat is back. Maybe it was simply Lord Mudic's aura that I felt. Hey, cat, maybe you could lend us a claw and open this damn door? Surely you jest. I'm not even talking to the likes of you. Well, you just did. And hey, what is that supposed to mean? Did you know that in another dimension, people who dress like you walk around the streets staring into shiny tiles catching imaginary monsters? Your door here is simply boring. What? Can we get back to the issue at hand? We're wasting our time here. I agree with Apris for a change. And you know, Mariko, if you can't take that thing off and there's a spell cast on it, it probably needs to be there for a reason. Don't force it off until you can remember what that reason might be. I was about to say the same thing. While we're at it, I've been kind of wondering, how sharp is that claw of yours? You could probably kill somebody with that thing. Don't worry, I won't slit anyone's throat if I don't have to. Though I could poke an eye out. That was supposed to be a joke. This thing isn't even that sharp. Well, since we're out of options for now, let's go search for a wire. Wait. What is it? You know, technically, I should have some metal wires inside of my corset. I might be willing to sacrifice one for the greater good. So you've been accusing everyone of having sharp objects on themselves while you had some yourself. This makes you a hypocrite. Hey, piss off! This was a last resort option. Like hell I'd ruin my outfit without a second thought. Besides, it's just a wire, in a piece of clothing. Who in their right mind would plan to murder anyone with that? Even a sock can kill. You're not helping. Oh, what am I saying? You never are. We appreciate your sacrifice, Shira. I can try pulling one out from the back. We just need something sharp to make a hole in the material. My claw could be sharp enough to do that. Oh boy. Just don't stab me while you're at it. No promises, Shira. I might still need to sharpen it a little, but I think I should be able to work with this. Just give me a moment. Is now a good time to make some bets? What kind of bets? Whether we'll be stuck in this corridor for the next couple of hours, or... Oh, she's fast. Oh. Well, that was... fast. Go sure! My heroic sacrifice didn't go to waste. Now I know the fashion gods will forgive me. Hooray. So, you're good at lockpicking. How many houses did you rob?
Sure, he's got, like, no time for shenanigans. Whoa, there's a kitchen in here! Sweet! You guys think anything in here might be edible?
Look, more doors.
One's very glowy. Oh. Oh boy, as if the front yard wasn't creepy enough. I already know this is going to become someone's new favorite place.
There's a bridge here. And another building further out.
It looks like some kind of mausoleum. Please tell me it's not a mausoleum. I hope it's not a mausoleum. That'd be creepy. Whoa. Hey, it's that same symbol. Gods! Nice! Someone went all out on this.
The water is warm.
Perhaps these baths were built on an underground spring? Sweet! I'm calling dibs! I vote for eating something first.
I second that.
Mariko's got her priorities straight. Food first. Hot spring bath later. Oh. It's quite pretty here if it wasn't so green. And this is some kind of aisle? Those stone benches don't look very comfortable, do they?
The other end of the barrier is also visible here.
Boy, this place is creepy. Kinda gives me the heebie-jeebies. Hey.
Why'd you stop?
Yvonne, is something wrong? Don't you guys smell that? Smell what? The plants? The moldy ground? I don't smell anything out of the ordinary either. Maybe it's just my imagination then. What do you smell? I can't quite put it into words. It's a really foul kind of smell. Yep, that must be the mold. I suppose. Come on, let's blow this joint and storm the kitchen. I hope it's not like a dead body in the grass somewhere. Ugh. Surprisingly, there's actually a fair amount of food stuffed into these shelves. That's almost too good to be true. Let's hope all of it isn't over 100 years old.
If you think that's a lot, take a look at this. There's some kind of cold storage in here.
Sweet. Well, we won't starve to death.
I believe the whole room has been infused with elemental magic.
Ah, that would explain the glow. Way too good to be true. Is that meat I see?
There are a lot of other things in here, too.
Is there also fish by any chance?
How about some veggies? Just look around and take your pick.
Apris, is there anything you'd like to eat? Apris? Oh, there he is. You've been staring at that stove for a while.
I can do the cooking, if you'll have me.
You? The cooking?
It feels familiar.
Did someone just confess to being a chef? This is way too good to be true, I tell you.
Just let me know what you'd like to eat and I'll see what I can do.
Hey, do you see that? It's the first time he smiled, isn't it? I thought I saw a smile on Apris's face. He's like, ah, cooking. This is where I need to be. And the spell is broken. Oh well, it was nice while it lasted.
I'll try anything as long as it's good. I'll let you surprise me.
What about you?
Me? Oh my goodness. Something with meat sounds good. Something with fish sounds good. Veggies sound good. I'd like some cake, please. I'll let you surprise me as well. Okay, so meat was Shira. Fish was Yvonne. Shira liked veggies. I assume Apris is into cake. Would never have guessed that. Since Mariko's like, surprise me. I'll let Apris surprise me as well. Yep. I'll let you surprise me as well.
Are you sure? I'm not accepting any refunds.
You're smiling, though. It's so nice to see, Apris. Oh, Yvonne's blushing. That smells so nice. I'm impressed. Who would have thought that a guy like you would know his way around the kitchen?
You probably call it useful. I call it survival skills. It's something most of you clearly lack.
Let this be a lesson to all of us. We shouldn't judge others by their outward appearance. Hear, hear.
What does that say about you, Yvonne?
About me? Is there something wrong with the way I look? Well, you seem...
Hell, I don't even know how to answer that question.
In a good or a bad way?
Let's just say that... I'd never guess you'd be such a sugarcane from the way you dress. Ooh.
Sugarcane? Wait, is my outfit too revealing for you?
You're also wearing a collar. But hey, don't you start feeling self-conscious on me now. I was just making an observation. I didn't want to make you feel uncomfortable or anything. She's like backing away.
Don't let this bother you, Yvonne. I believe Shira's taste in clothes is the odd one among us.
Well, thanks. Though I won't argue with that one. I'll just take it as a compliment.
Personally, I really like the way you dress. The same goes for Mariko.
Not too revealing for you?
No. It shows that you're confident with yourself.
So you're not confident with yourself, sweetie? Even your hands and feet are all covered.
So what, am I supposed to be insecure now? And hey, I didn't say I don't like the way both of you dress, just so it's clear. That couldn't be more of a misunderstanding. I can appreciate a good-looking figure when I see one. How did we get to this part in the game? We went from like, we have no memories. We're in a house that's covered by a barrier and we can't get out of here. And there's like shenanigans going on. To, let's check out everybody's bods. I just didn't expect Yvonne to be such a kind-hearted person when I first saw her, that's all. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mariko's just lapping it up.
It's so amusing, listening in on girl talk in broad daylight. Don't you think so, Apris?
It's clearly dark outside.
Well, yeah. I was just... You know what? Forget I said anything.
Done. The food is almost ready. Prepare the table if you could.
Yeah.
You're no fun, Apris. Oh my, hello everyone. What's happening in this picture? Yvonne is clearly not happy about something. Poor Mariko is also, like, very unhappy. Hey, sure, pass me the salt, would you?
You haven't even touched your meal yet.
I like to be prepared for potential disasters. I don't think you have to worry about that. The stuff is great.
Oh dear. Mr. Apris, this is so yummy.
Ah, it really is good. Well, I'll be. This is one hell of a surprise, all right. Compliments to the chef.
Hope you enjoy, then.
You didn't poison the food, did you, Apris?
Nobody's forcing you to eat it. If you don't trust me, make your own meal.
Now I can't help but wonder, where did you learn to cook like this?
Maybe I didn't have anyone that could do it for me. I imagine I just took matters into my own hands.
Holy shit! This stuff! It's melting in my mouth! Apris, my respect for you has just gone through the roof.
Is that how it works?
Well, unless the food is poisoned, then we're going to have a different kind of conversation.
Why would I want to poison any of you?
You tell me. You kind of give off the impression as if just listening to us annoys you, so...
If I'm being unpleasant, I apologize. It's not my intention. I haven't been feeling well.
What do you mean? Do you have a fever? Does it hurt anywhere?
No, it's neither. I'm restless and I have this sinking feeling in the pit of my stomach.
Well, then maybe your clear lack of sleep is at fault with that.
Perhaps. If you need to rest, please tell us.
That should apply to all of us. If there's something wrong with anybody, please don't hide it. We won't be able to help if we don't know there's a problem to begin with.
While I agree with the thought, I imagine something like that might be a problem.
A problem?
We're still mostly strangers to one another. Admitting to having some kind of weakness can be a gamble. I'm not even surprised that April's kept quiet about it all this time.
Well, whatever the case may be, I sincerely doubt any of you could be worse off than I am. And nobody used that to their advantage yet, so...
Sure, you really are hurt, aren't you?
Excuse me?
It just occurred to me that neither of us actually saw that wound of yours. Well, except Mariko, which is shady on its own. Wouldn't it be better to have another girl check up on you?
You think I'm lying about being wounded?
Hey, easy! It was just a thought, so I wanted to make sure.
I assure you that wound is real. Why would Cher lie about it?
I don't know, to play the victim? It's easier to trust someone who looks weak and helpless, don't you think?
Does she look weak and helpless to you?
Okay, I'm sorry! Put that fork down!
You're really looking too much into everything, Shura.
What if Miss Shura is actually a detective in disguise?
Or did someone just read too many novels?
I'd put my bets on the latter.
Hey, it's not my fault I'm getting these kinds of ideas. Blame my brain.
Do you fantasize about such things often?
Define such things.
A great mystery to unravel. Nothing is what it seems. Contradictions lie at every corner. People deceive just waiting for the right moment to strike. Is that what you wish was happening here?
For the record, you saying all that makes it especially creepy. Cut it out!
Here's another theory. Sleepover party gone wrong.
Yeah, sure, what if the truth isn't actually that complicated? Maybe nobody is actually lying about anything and everything is exactly what it seems. Crazy, I know.
Impossible. I wouldn't believe for a second that Mariko doesn't remember anything.
Well, I do remember some things, but most of them won't help us with anything.
Things like what?
Things like how to conjure up fire, for instance. Here.
Behold!
Whoa! Mariko just made a flame appear out of nowhere. He's the Human Torch. Yes!
Wow, you're a Human Torch. That's pretty cool.
You mean pretty hot.
Hey, hey!
And useless.
Still kind of cool, though. Well, if the mansion goes up in flames, now we'll know who's behind it.
Oh, good grief, Shira. Take a chill pill and chillax.
Thank you for the food. It was delicious.
You're welcome.
So, who's doing the dishes?
The one who's asking.
Very funny. Not your maid.
I wouldn't mind doing them. It's the least I could do for such a wonderful meal.
No, Yvonne. Girl, you sit down. Now you're making me feel bad.
Come on, I'll help you.
You're wounded. You shouldn't be exerting yourself either.
I can handle something so small as doing the dishes, thanks.
Damn you guys! Give me those!
Oh, alright. Well done.
Miss Shira can be so cute sometimes. She's just too easy to provoke. Well, while Miss Shira is doing the dishes, would anyone like some tea or coffee?
I'd appreciate some coffee. Likewise.
I'd like some tea, please.
And tea for me too. The green kind, if there's any.
Got it. What about you, Miss Mariko?
Bring me some beer. Yes, please. I would love to have some beer. I should have had beer with my meal, though. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. And if Marco's having coffee, I shall join him with a black coffee. Coffee sounds good.
Coming right up.
The drinks will be actually a good addition. There's something I wanted all of us to talk about before we get up and leave.
Oh?
Go on.
Okay, creepy music's back. Enough with this lightheartedness. Alright, so... Shira was the last person we found in the mansion, so everybody was already there when it happened. But I'd like to know which of us woke up first, and who did they find and where? Oh.
What's the point of that?
The point is to establish if everyone is telling the truth, Apris. I actually agree. I'd like to know what everyone has to say to that as well. Mariko, you found me down in the basement, and you told me there were other people in the mansion, so I couldn't have been your first find.
I believe I was the first conscious person, yes.
Where did you wake up?
In the front yard. I was cold when I woke up. After noticing the barrier, I went inside of the mansion. The first people I stumbled upon were Yvonne and Apris. They were both unconscious in the library.
That's right, Mr. Mariko shook me awake. We got to talk for a short moment, and he told me to try and wake up Mr. Apris. Then he left.
That's when I went down into the basement.
I talked with Mr. Apris about how we couldn't remember anything.
I can confirm that.
I think a couple of minutes passed before Miss Shira walked into the library on her own.
Yep, you two were also the first people I saw. Not long after that, Mariko came running back to us. He said that he's found another person, but they're passed out on him. That's when you got carried upstairs. After that, Mariko left for the basement again, and Apris went to investigate the barrier. Yvonne and I stayed with you in the hall, and you already know the rest since you woke up next to us.
All right.
I would like to point out that there is one thing in our confessions that puzzles me, though.
Yes?
I also woke up in the front yard.
You did?
And I saw no Mariko anywhere, meaning that you had to wake up and leave before I did, right? You never mentioned seeing me there.
Because I didn't.
Are you sure about that? I believe it would be hard to miss a heap of white and pink sprawled on the ground, especially when I woke up laying pretty close to the fountain. I definitely wasn't far away behind one of those spooky trees. Are you sure you didn't outright ignore me for whatever reasons you might have had?
I assure you, I woke up in the front yard all by myself.
I actually kind of believe Mariko with this one. 'Cause we've missed Shira multiple times. She's just, like, apparently walked right by us, and we're like, I didn't see you. We walked into the room and she wasn't there, but then next minute she was. Maybe she can turn invisible somehow.
If you're accusing me of lying, do you have any proof that you're not the one who's lying? Maybe you actually woke up first and ignored me on purpose. These two.
Apris, can I have some popcorn to watch this drama?
Apris, may I request some popcorn?
Popcorn?
I keep forgetting that nobody around here can take a bloody joke.
Popcorn. That's a mouthful. Popped corn. Popcorn! The future is here. The future is now. Oh. Oh, Munich. Oh no, not the cat. I smell food. Hand it over.
At least it distracted them from fighting.
You people. How about we go out into the courtyard and try to retrace our steps? Because this is getting us nowhere. You should spend your energy on something more productive than this.
Okay, Apris.
Here. I woke up more or less here.
I can't tell you the exact spot myself. I was a little out of sorts, and I don't remember many details.
Suspicious.
This is just a thought, but all of us were really disoriented when we first woke up, weren't we? Could it be possible that either Miss Shira or Mr. Mariko didn't wake up in the front yard like they think? But in the backyard instead? Without even realizing it? Whoa, wait! An interesting observation, Yvonne. However, there might be a contradiction in that theory. Oh. Oh, of course, the locked door. The illusion hidden wall, not so much, because maybe it's not hidden on the other side, but there's a locked door. The locked door. Exactly. The hidden wall isn't that much of an issue, since it is visible from one side only. The illusion doesn't show a wall from the kitchen side. It looks like a normal corridor from there. Meaning that either Mariko or Shira could have passed it without even noticing it. However, the locked door is another issue. Unless the door was initially open. In theory, someone might have had a key in their possession and locked the door behind them, right afterwards or even later on. They could have locked the door without a key as well. Also a good observation. You know what she's trying to get at, right? If we were to stick to the theory that there is actually not one, but two culprits, you would be the first suspect on the list. What? Don't give me that look. You were the one who managed to open the lock in a few seconds flat. Locking it should have been as much of a breeze for you. So following that particular train of thought, you're either in conspiracy with Mariko or with me.
And who the hell said she couldn't be in conspiracy with the both of you? Didn't you two stick together when we investigated the mansion at the beginning? I knew something seemed weird about the way you two looked at each other.
What the heck are you on about?
Mr. Apris, I believe you might be misinterpreting some signs.
If you're talking about the time when he was trying to hit on me, I had no part in it.
What? I wasn't hitting on you.
Oh, sure you weren't. Do you think I'm deaf and blind?
You're being delusional.
Mariko's out of here.
Forget I even brought it up.
Shit, did I go too far?
You should follow him, Miss Shira.
Yeah. As long as you'll get your mind out of the gutter.
Huh?
Don't even deny it. Poor Yvonne. Well, that was... Yeah, that was So, that was stupid of me. Kinda. You know? And stuff. So, what I want to say is...
There's blood here.
I'm sorry? What?
I said there's blood here. Look. Part of it seems to have sunk into the ground, but there's some of it on the grass.
Oh, yeah. Holy shit! No kidding! Blood?
Oh dear. Did someone get hurt here?
Is it fresh?
It doesn't seem to be too old. It still smears when I touch it.
Ew. Apris, you walked around here a lot, didn't you? And you never noticed it?
I'm surprised this guy even did. It's dark out here. That change in color is barely visible.
Okay, I kind of see your point. Could it be Cher's blood?
Didn't she find me down in the basement, though?
Yeah, that wouldn't make much sense, would it? Maybe someone simply died here? Before we even got here? I really hope nobody else is dying somewhere in the mansion while we stand around debating about the weather.
Yeah. Well, let's hope that isn't the case. As for earlier, I'm surprised you even worry about such trivial things.
Hey, hurting someone's feelings isn't something trivial.
Do you really believe something like that could have hurt my feelings?
So, we're cool?
I'd appreciate if you trusted me a tiny bit more, but I suppose.
How am I supposed to trust you when you're the shadiest character out of all of us?
It really breaks my heart that you see me that way, Shira.
I can see that. You're so heartbroken you'd make devils cry. Good grief.